For the very first time since October, the state reported 0 new deaths. In the last 24 hours, just 42 new cases were reported. Positivity rate is dropping. More Marylanders are becoming vaccinated against the virus. 73.1% of Maryland adults have gotten at least one dose, and more than 3.2 million Marylanders are now fully vaccinated. The country is trying to achieve President Biden's goal of having at least 70% of Americans, adults, at least partially vaccinated by July 4th. For the second day in a row, ladies and gentlemen, Maryland reported no deaths from the coronavirus. Also, for the second straight day, fewer than 50 new cases have been reported. The state's COVID case rate has dropped to 1.07% per 100,000 residents. That means one of the cases being diagnosed per day for every 100,000 people in the state. And as you can see, those numbers of counties of Maryland, the Maryland counties are in the green zone with a case numbers is under 1 per 100,000. For 3 days in a row, ladies and gentlemen, in the state of Maryland, the state sees less than 50 new confirmed cases of that COVID in the last day and 8 additional deaths. The positivity rate has dropped to 0.65%. The hours at mass vaccination sites are changing at the Mall of Columbia are Wednesday through Sunday at 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. M&T Bank Stadium are open Tuesday through Saturday at 9 to 2, but only for people getting a second dose of Pfizer. And finally, at Morgan State University, if you definitely need your second Pfizer shot dose or want to receive the Johnson & Johnson shot, they are open Friday through Sunday at 10 to 4. You don't need an appointment at any of these sites. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the state of Maryland, if you want to go to Morgan State, it's in Baltimore. If you want to go to M&T Bank Stadium, it's in Baltimore as well. You have to use I-95 and I-395 to get there. And if you want to go to Mall of Columbia, it's in Columbia. You might have to use I-95, I-695, I-70, and US 29 to get there. Or you can use Route 100 to get to US 29. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Things are moving in the awesome right direction for these numbers of the COVID-19 in the state of Maryland. Once again, the positivity rate is at the all-time low for these days that they are decreased over the past 24 hours. Other key numbers of cases that they are fewer than 60 have gotten their COVID tested, and 125 people went to the hospital, and that right there, it's dropping once again. The push is continuing to get more Maryland younger people vaccinated. On average, only about a third of Americans 18 and 39 have gotten a shot. Local college and universities hoping to raise those numbers. The University Systems of Maryland requires vaccinations for all returning students as it's 12 universities this fall. Now for all college and university students, you will have an opportunity to get that COVID-19 shot and finally returning back to in-person career learning. The coronavirus metrics in the state of Maryland are trending in the right direction. There are only 119 people currently in the hospital, and the positivity rate drops again. But there is a new concern about some vaccines and young people. The Food, Drug, and Administration says it is adding a warning to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines after scientists found a likely connection between the shots and a rare type of heart inflammation in those patients. There have been 400 confirmed cases of myocarditis and pericarditis in Americans 30 and less. Symptoms include chest pain, heart palpitation, and shortness of breath. Most are mild and quickly clear up. Doctors and researchers, however, say they still strongly recommend that all Americans 12 and older get vaccinated. The key coronavirus metrics improve in Maryland. 4 fewer people are in the hospital, and the percentage of people in the state of Maryland testing positive continues to drop. Maryland is one of the 16 states that reach at least 70% of the adult population with at least one dose of the vaccine. However, in Baltimore lags behind the rest of the states. A little more than 60% of the adults here at least one dose. On the next Thursday, Baltimore and the rest of the states will drop all masks and other restrictions. Maryland reported in the last 24 hours with 61 cases of people. Hospitalizations and the positivity rate increased by 1 each. This comes as the number of people have been vaccinated all over in Maryland. 6,755,000 people are administered doses, and 8,520,000 people are distributed doses. Breaking down the numbers of administered doses are more than 3,425,000 are receiving the first dose. More than 3,700,000 have received the second dose, and with a single dose have more than 257,000, bringing the total that, as you can see earlier, for the numbers of the administered doses are 8,520,220. 3,330,000 Marylanders are fully vaccinated, and 73.6% of Marylanders have at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.